This video is going to go over how to find the answers for an exercise in Khan Academy with the title Features of a Circle from its Standard Equation, which was assigned on the first week of distance learning. So for this first question, we are given an equation of a circle in standard form, and our job is to find its center and its radius. Now what I've done here on the side is to put the standard equation of any circle, and that is quantity x minus h squared plus quantity y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get or take the equation that is given to us, put it in this form so that we are able to quickly find what h, k, and r are, which is also color-coded on this part of the question. Okay, so in this equation, what we see here is that nothing is being added or subtracted to x. That tells me that h is 0. In our given equation, I see that 4 is being added to y. Now, if I look at the standard form of a circle, I see that k is being subtracted. So I have to think, what should k equal so that the sign simplified becomes a positive? And I should know that that is a -4. Remember, y'all, negative become a positive. That's why k is -4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in my center as 0, comma, -4. Now let's go ahead and find our radius. Our radius here is 64, and based on standard form, we know that this constant on the right side of the equal sign is being squared. So we should think, what number squared will equal 64? And that answer is 8. Because 8 squared, or 8 times 8, will give us the value 64. So my radius is going to be 8. Let's try another problem. Now this equation is the same. It's asking us for the center and the radius. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my standard form. And remember that this is h, which is the x value of my center. Remembering that this is k, which is going to be the y value of my center. And that this is r, which is the radius of my circle. Okay, so what I see here is that already I see that 2/3 is being subtracted from x. So 2/3 is going to be my h. Now for my k, I am looking for what is being added or subtracted to my y, which in this case is nothing. So I'm going to put the k as 0, which is the y value of my center. And lastly, for the radius, we have to think, what number squared will give us 36? I know that 6 times 6, sorry about that, or 6 squared will give me 36, so my radius is going to be 6. Let's try another question. Again, I'm going to write the standard form of a circle. And I would even encourage you all to do this because first, it makes it really easy for you to find h, k, and r. But more than that, writing the equation over and over again will force your brain to remember the equation, which can only help you. All right, so this is my radius. This is the h, which is the x value of my center. And this is the k, which is the y value of my center. All right, so looking here, the value being added to x is a positive 8/3. Now remember that the standard form of a circle has a subtraction sign. So you have to think for yourself, what should h be so that the final value or the simplified form will be a positive? And that answer is a negative 8/3. Because remember, if h is a negative value and the formula has a minus sign, if you simplify that, it will become a positive. Now looking at our y, we're looking for the value being subtracted from y, which is going to determine k. In this case, there is nothing, so this is going to be 0. And lastly, looking at our radius, we have to again think of what number multiplies to itself to become 1. And that is 1 times 1 becomes 1, or 1 squared will simplify to a 1, which is our r. Our radius is the base. So this is going to be 1.